Hello everyone and welcome to the Fortnightly. My name is Tito and in this episode I'll be talking to you about World Photography Day 2014. World Photography Day is celebrated every year around the world on August the 19th, and World Photography Day is a day set aside to celebrate the ability we have to communicate this powerful visual medium that we call photography. In Nigeria, we celebrated the second ever World Photography Day this year, 2014, and it was put together by the man who organized last year's event, Yemi Akala of Yemi Royal Photography. And before I go on, big shout out to Yemi Royal and his team. They did an excellent job. It was a wonderful event, very well attended. In fact, this year they used a bigger hall at Freedom Park than we did last year, and at some point the crowd was so large that it spilled over into the hall we used last year. I mean, apart from the large numbers of young and old photography enthusiasts, the events or the little events that took place were actually really good as well. So big shout out and kudos to Yemi Royal and his team for a fantastic event this year. So, what happened at World Photography Day Nigeria 2014? Well, mainly there were speeches and there was also a photo walk to the Oba's Palace, which was a lot of fun, even though it did drizzle a little bit, but that was still loads of fun going to the Oba's Palace, which I did, to be FYI, I didn't know where it was up until that day. So yeah, going back to the speeches though, Mr. Ola Adeboye, who is a member of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, gave a speech titled Photography as a Tool for Change, which was really good. And Kelechi Amadiobi, the always entertaining Kelechi Amadiobi, gave a speech on intellectual property and ownership rights in photography. There was also a tribute done for Pa Ojekere, who was one of the leading lights, you know, in photography up until his passing a little less than a year ago. His son, Amanze Ojekere, who's also a photographer, gave a wonderful tribute to him, and we were able to see some of the work that Pa Ojekere did in his lifetime. And Miss Christine Deneuve, who is the director of Alliance Francaise Lagos, I believe, she also gave a brief speech as well at World Photography Day Nigeria. So, who attended World Photography Day 2014? Well, you had the who's who in Nigerian photography, or at least the Lagos chapter of Nigerian photography at the event. You had people like Don Baba, Kelechi Amadiobi, as I mentioned earlier, and Ola Adeboye, Amanze Ojekere, as I mentioned earlier as well. You had the convener of NIFEC, Seun Akisomi. I also saw Ade Plumpter at some point in time. And yeah, Seyi Body Lawson. Yeah, really quickly about Seyi Body Lawson, big shout out to him. I don't know Seyi personally, but I've observed him over time, and it's obvious that Seyi is really passionate about things that are designed to move the photography industry forward. At NIFEC earlier this year, I was kind of part of the committee or the executive, and I don't think Seyi delivered a lecture at NIFEC, but he was there almost every day, attending classes, asking questions, giving answers, and really helping the students and the participants that were there. And he wasn't even a member of the board or anything like that this year. And I've seen him at other events too, and it's obvious that he's passionate about taking Nigerian photography forward. So big shout out to Seyi Body Lawson on that. He runs one of the better, you know, photography schools in Lagos. So yeah, he was there, Ade Plumpter, and a whole bunch of other second and third generation photographers. I saw Chidi Nwankwo of China 5, Jide Alakija, not Jide Alakija, sorry, Jide Odukoya. I make that mistake a lot. Bayo Omobori, and a whole lot of other up-and-coming photographers. The great thing about World Photography Day, or events and initiatives like World Photography Day, is that it gives photographers the opportunity to come together, to speak with one voice, to share their opinions, to discuss the issues that affect them and affect the industry. Because in photography, as it applies to a lot of entrepreneurial endeavors, you tend to work on your own with just you and your staff, and you think that you're the only one experiencing certain challenges that you face, but not knowing that a whole bunch of other people in your industry are also facing those challenges. So when things like World Photography Day come around, things like World Photography Day, NIFEC and whatnot, it gives us the opportunity to talk about the issues that affect us as individuals and as a collective. So, and it's always great to see your peers, to see what they're doing, to, you know, bounce ideas off them, to exchange notes, and to just speak with one voice. For instance, this year we talked about, briefly, however, albeit, about how to maintain or attain, you know, a certain dignity and a level of respect in our industry, because quite often photographers are looked down upon. Not photographers per se, but what they do is not really given the kind of prestige or the kind of respect that we feel it deserves. So that's one of the issues that we kind of discussed this year at World Photography Day, and that's just one of the many great things about initiatives like World Photography Day. To learn more about World Photography Day, you can visit their website, which is www.worldphotographyday.org. For World Photography Day Nigeria, you can check out Facebook. Just do a search for World Photography Day Nigeria and you'll get some content put up there by Yemi Royal and his team. Now, a great photographer, Seun Kilanko, he put up some great pictures on last year's World Photography Day, and you can check them out on his website. It's seunkilanko.com. So that's about it for this video blog for this fortnight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and check out my website, which is www.abumere.com. Thanks so much, guys, and I will see you in a fortnight.